How are you, friends? Today we're going to India's most haunted, most mysterious corners, where the darkness is deep and the stories are even deeper. We'll bring these stories to life through claymation, so you don't just hear them, you feel them too. So get ready. This journey to India's most famous haunted places starts now. Let's start our journey with Bhangar Fort, Rajasthan, one of the most mysterious and infamous places in all of India. This ancient fort, surrounded by rugged hills and dense forests, has a reputation that sends chills down the spine of even the bravest travelers. Here, even the government has put up a warning. Staying inside the fort after sunset is strictly forbidden. The Archaeological Survey of India itself has declared it off-limits at night, fueling the fort's haunted legend. The most famous story is about Princess Ratnavati, known for her beauty and intelligence, and the dark magician Singya, who became obsessed with her. In his desperation, Singya tried to use black magic to win her love, but his plan disastrously backfired. As he lay dying, the magician cast a terrible curse over Bhangar, declaring that no one would ever find happiness or safety there again. He doomed the souls of the city to wander the ruins for eternity, trapped between worlds. Just a few days later, tragedy struck. The entire city was destroyed in a mysterious calamity. The once thriving town was reduced to ruins overnight, and its people vanished without a trace. Even today, locals and visitors claim that after dark, the fort comes alive with eerie sounds, screams, cries, and the unmistakable jingle of bangles echoing through empty corridors, as if the past refuses to rest. Legends say that anyone who dares to stay inside the fort at night either loses their mind or disappears forever, never to be seen again. The fear is so real that no one dares to test the curse. It's as if time itself is frozen in Bhangar, stuck on that cursed night when everything changed. The air feels heavy, and the shadows seem to move on their own. If you ever find yourself in Rajasthan, visiting Bhangar is a must, but only during the day. The fort is a popular tourist spot, but as evening approaches, everyone leaves in a hurry. When the sun sets, the gates close and the fort is left to its ghosts. Some doors, they say, are better left closed, especially in a place like this. The curse still lingers in the air, making Bhangar a place where legends and reality blur. Here, every stone has a story, and every shadow hides a secret. So, would you dare to spend a night in Bhangar Fort? Think about it. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Now let's travel to the mysterious town of Kursong, nestled deep in the misty hills of West Bengal. Here lies Dao Hill, a place shrouded in chilling legends and whispered tales that have haunted locals for generations. Both the dense, shadowy forest and the old imposing school here are said to be haunted, making Dao Hill one of the eeriest places in India. The most spine-chilling story is that of a headless boy, who is often seen wandering along the infamous Death Road. Witnesses claim to have seen his ghostly figure silently gliding through the mist, only to vanish without a trace into the dark woods. Inside the historic Victoria Boys' School, strange and unexplained sounds echo through the empty corridors during school holidays. Locals say it feels as if invisible children are still running, laughing and playing, even when the building is deserted. In the forest, people have reported seeing eerie shadows with glowing red eyes watching from between the trees, sending chills down the spines of even the bravest souls. Many who dared to enter these woods have returned deeply disturbed, some losing their sanity, while others have simply disappeared, never to be seen again. There's a strange, unexplainable fear that hangs in the air at Dao Hill, making even the bravest visitors uneasy and anxious. Here, the breathtaking beauty of the hills collides with the chilling presence of the supernatural, creating an atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. Imagine spending a night in this haunted forest, surrounded by darkness, strange noises, and the feeling that you're never truly alone. In Dao Hill, even the silence is deafening, echoing with the screams and whispers of the past. This is the legend of Dao Hill, India's infamous headless horror, where the line between reality and nightmare is forever blurred. The walls of Shaniwarwada Fort in Pune still echo a painful cry. The story is about 13-year-old Peshwa Narayan Rao, who was murdered by his aunt and uncle in a plot. That night, Narayan Rao ran throughout the fort, crying out, "Uncle, save me!" The killer caught him and cut him into pieces. It's said that his spirit still screams for help on full moon nights. People have heard footsteps and that heartbreaking cry at night. Shaniwarwada is grand during the day, but deserted and terrifying at night. This fort is a living proof of a dark history. Can you hear that cry? Shaniwarwada. where betrayal still echoes. The black sand of Duma Beach in Gujarat is a witness to its dark history. Centuries ago, this used to be a cremation ground. Bodies were burned here, and the ashes mixed with the sand. At night, strange whispers are heard here, as if someone is calling you towards the sea. Many people have disappeared at night. Where they go, no one knows. Locals say it's the work of those wandering spirits. Dogs also behave strangely at night, as if they're seeing something. Dumas Beach, where screams are hidden in the sound of the waves. Go there, but come back before dark. Not every beach is for fun. In Brijraj Bhavan Palace in Kota, Rajasthan, you'll meet a British ghost, Major Charles Burton. In the 1857 rebellion, Major Burton and his 2 sons died here. It's said that his spirit still looks after the palace. Hotel staff say if you fall asleep on duty, you get a hard slap, and a voice says, "Don't sleep, you are on duty." Major Burton doesn't harm anyone, he just keeps discipline. Guests have felt his presence, a faint British voice, a cold breeze. Brijraj Bhavan, where history and ghosts live together. Major Burton's duty isn't over yet. Do you dare to meet him? In the heart of GP Block, Meerut, stands an old empty house that everyone in the neighborhood knows about, but few dare to approach. Locals whisper that after midnight, a ghostly party comes alive within its crumbling walls, filling the darkness with strange, unexplainable energy. People claim that if you look through the dusty windows, you might spot 4 boys, always the same, sitting around a flickering candle, quietly drinking beer and laughing as if nothing is amiss. But the moment anyone tries to get close, the laughter stops and the boys vanish into thin air, leaving behind only silence and a chill in the air. On some nights, a mysterious girl in a bright red dress is seen sitting alone on the roof, her gaze lost in the distance as if waiting for someone who never arrives. Sometimes, without warning, she leaps from the rooftop, her red dress fluttering in the wind, making onlookers gasp in horror. Yet before she ever touches the ground, she disappears into thin air, leaving behind only questions and a sense of unease. The house is surrounded by thick tangled bushes and wild vines, as if nature itself is trying to keep people away from whatever secrets lie inside. Its echoing empty halls and deserted rooms have become its identity, a symbol of loneliness and mystery in the heart of the city. No one remembers who owned this house or why it was left to decay. Its past is a blank page, filled only with rumors and ghost stories. Shadows move behind the windows, and flickering lights are sometimes seen, but no one has ever solved the mysteries that haunt this place. GP Block, where fear itself seems to throw a party every night. Even in broad daylight, people cross the street to avoid walking too close, their faces tense with fear and curiosity. So, would you dare to join the ghostly party? GP Block remains Meerut's most chilling and unsolved mystery, waiting for its next brave visitor. A murder mystery is hidden in Mussoorie's Savoy Hotel. The death of Lady Garnet Orme. In 1911, she died of poison, but the killer was never found. Since then, her spirit wanders the hotel. Corridors, halls, and that same room. Doors open on their own, the piano plays, things disappear. Staff and guests have felt her presence. A quiet but ghostly presence. Lady Orme doesn't bother anyone. She's just looking for her killer. Savoy Hotel, where luxury comes with an unsolved crime. Can you spend a night in that room? Lady Orme's spirit is still waiting for justice. Savoy, a ghostly sequel to a murder mystery. So friends, this was our journey to India's most haunted place.